This is on page 36 and 37. Yesterday you took notes on page 36 about symbiosis, which is where at least one organism benefits from being in the relationship. And a relationship is just the connection. But we're going to go into some other types, which are actually probably ones you're familiar with already. So this is on page 37. So 37. So if we're talking about relationships are just ways that organisms can be connected or interact with each other, one of them that comes to mind is called predator-prey. And it's also called predation. And when we're talking about predator-prey, all we know is the predator is the one that hunts or eats the organism. And remember, an organism is just one living thing, and we know the prey is what is hunted or eaten. And so when we're talking about this type of predator-prey relationship, a lot of times people mix it up with parasitism. Parasitism is where one organism is helped and the other is harmed, like the flea and the cat. However, the flea does not want to kill the cat because then it would lose its food source. So an example of a predator-prey predator might be a wolf and the prey might be a deer. That's one example. The other type of relationship that we could have is called competition or a competitive relationship. So I'm just going to scoot down a little bit. So competition or competitive. So all that is when two organisms fight or compete for the same thing. And when we're talking about examples of it, examples could include they're competing for mates, they could be competing for food, shelter, water, you name it. So when we're talking about, whoops, I should just put this as not an example. These are like the types. So then an example might be that we could say grizzly bears and wolves compete for elk. So they're trying to get the same thing.